Hey guys, this is your May 2023 forecast for all the signs. If you'd like a private reading with me or hypnosis to facilitate permanent change, do use the link below. I did a ritual on the eclipse to help also with an eclipse coming in this month. So let's look at where you are going to be affected and how things are going to be for you in May. So Aries, we're looking at your value system, your morals, your ethics, and how you feel internally in part of relationships, work, social, or about yourself in some way. And so this month there is going to be some sudden shifts, big shifts, changes in your daily life that will actually end up making you feel more stable and more secure. In your career, study and finance, we do have the Four of Pentacles. So this is about, this is career, study and finance. This is about, okay, first of all, I'm going to have to put more money into my house, which is, frightening because I don't know if I'm going to have enough next month, but something in your house this month will need some money put towards it. In terms of your career, you are thinking outside the square. So how can I make more money from home or something on the side to be able to do that? And circumstances will allow for you to be able to start to think that way. In terms of work, there might be a pressure from yourself or from someone else where outside factors are changing things. So the work is not up to scratch. And somewhere along that, there's going to be a shuffle, a shift, a change, which is going to end up making you more secure and more stable. So maybe a conversation needs to be had. We're working in partnerships. The salary there is under the highlight this month under the sun. So when we come to our family and our our property, our residence, it looks like we're feeling left out, isolated, not supported. And perhaps there's been a flatmate's moved out unexpectedly and now you're left with all the bills. There's an issue in the family or with yourself and the family really aren't taking any notice. So this might be where you have this awakening, where you have this really low moment where you mindset will change and go, well, I'm on my own. I've got to look after myself. No one else is going to be there. For others, this is about, getting together as a family or getting together socially with someone else, and they've let you down, they haven't turned up, or there's a cold shoulder. When it comes to your health, we do have the Queen of Cups. Now again, through this month and with the eclipse, there's going to be some emotional times, and for a lot of you with the Queen of Cups, we've got children here and here. So we're looking at so for some people it's about their children and having those memories, or if they've lost someone, or reminiscing over childhood, their children's childhood. If it is someone without children, then maybe it's the psychological, emotional revelation about talking about your childhood, looking at yourself, reflecting on what kind of psychological traumas, blockages, triggers that stop you from being able to get where it is that you want to go. So just remember, we are looking at our value system, our insecurities, our morals, and how we feel in partnerships or in social. How do we feel? Do we feel worthy? Do we feel insecure? That is something that you're going to be bringing up this month. For others, this is about fluid retention, water on the knee, any kind of fluid retention going on here that may make you feel a little bit sluggish and tired for a couple of days. When it comes to your love, we have the Hermit card, Major Arcana card. So with these big changes and shifts that are coming about, we do have the Patience card as well and the Grace and Antoinette card. So it looks like we've come to a stumbling block. We've either seen something that we weren't aware of with our partner or they have with us. And it starts a conversation about what does our future look like. Now, this isn't to say we're going to break up, but a few of you will. This is about having that conversation and things have changed. Maybe this is the conversation that makes things feel more stable and secure. If this is about a breakup, then this has been a toxic relationship back and forth. And so that stability and feeling secure is now gone. Those of you that are single, it looks like you're going to research into, maybe it is online dating, maybe it's into joining groups where you can meet other people. Archangel Michael is here with the angels saying that whatever this big change is this month, I'm there helping you, guiding you with the courage and the fortitude to be able to see it through. Bridget says, be cautious. So where there is in these areas, whether it be work and an issue there, whether it be home and we're feeling isolated, let down, feel the cold, Queen of Cups, where we're feeling psychologically drained or emotional and going through a psychological moment where we be able to face ourselves in our reflection honestly. And then lastly, with our dating, this card says, take caution before you jump to the wrong conclusion, before you jump into things, and really try and spend time looking after you this month. Again, we've got that patience, which just says that it's time to learn, study, and gather information. These two cards are the same. So it's about looking at things before I put my name on it, looking at things before I invest in that. And Grace and Antoinette says, try when you're having discussions or interactions or disagreements with those around you, try and hear their side, try and put yourself in that place and see if that will make a difference. So now we're going to go on to Taurus. Taurus, this month you're going to find that you appreciate yourself. Something's going to come up which will show you, do you know what, I've got it. I've got it, I'm more confident. Suddenly, I don't feel insecure. Suddenly, I'm not hiding in the shadows, because this month, I'm feeling that I have confidence in what I do. My hidden gifts are shining, and I'm really working towards something that's really important to me. And it looks like if this is a hobby, a sport, joining some kind of group or creativity, you're going to find you flourish this month. And it's almost like the month goes really, really quickly, and then you're in the next month. So something this month is going to make you feel confident and really give you that confidence to trust in yourself and your instincts and how you go about life. So with same cards. So do watch your sun, your moon, and your rising, because a lot of these cards may or may not be the same. So work, study, career, and finance, we've got the yes card, victory card. So if you're looking for a job, you'll get a job. If you have put something in to be reviewed, you're going to get glowing results. If you've put in for a loan, you're going to get that loan. Now this, when it comes to the loan or any kind of credit situation, I feel like it will be a yes, but there is going to be a delay about 3 to 7 days, and that will have you on your eggshells going, oh, I don't know, because even though you've got this, you need the signed document before you feel completely confident in that. Then we've got our family, apartment, residence, and roots and heritage. So anything that's been going on in that area for you, there's been a rocky time, there's been an emotional time, there's been some bickering back and forth, but something this month, whether we're coming together for an issue that's not positive, or we're coming together to celebrate, something that you've won or been acknowledged in, this is bringing that happiness to this residence and family after a rocky time. When we're looking at our health, we do have the Four of Swords. So look, even though we are throughout the month going to find that we are shining, that we are increasingly getting really good at something, it's like almost waking up to something like, I recognize this, even though I'm new at it. I recognize it from a past life, or I'm just picking it up and I'm just running with it. I'm actually improving. I can see those results and I'm feeling really good about myself. But in our health, this is saying something in my mind has been keeping me awake at night. Something that has been stressing me out is actually stressing me out, and I'm feeling tired. I need a hiatus, I need a break. So even if that's for 1 or 2 days or even 3 days, it doesn't matter, because when you have that break, you're going to feel a lot stronger and a lot more confident. It's just like shutting the door on the world and saying, no, it's me, Tom. I have to restore, relax, and rejuvenate, and you will. Fourth houses, uterus, digestion, breast, stomach, and womb. Some of you will be having a scraping or a procedure, something to do with needles this month, if it's got anything to do with that area. For others, this could be so if we're anxiety, or if we've got insomnia, we might find that a treatment of some sort, whether it be applied topically or if it's injected, this is going to help us for a period of time. So it's one thing that's going to last for like a month or 2 months or something like that. When it comes to our relationships, we do have the Three of Cups. So if you're single, you're going to meet a water sign through this, and it's going to be, you know, at a social gathering, a drink up, and you're going to find some success there. Now, for some of you Taurus, I feel like there'll be like 2 for you to choose from. So you're actually really attractive this month. You're bringing people in, and you're going to find that you're going to have a wonderful, successful time. Those of you that are in a relationship are celebrating something this month. You're congratulating as a couple to other people. Those of you that are married, we have gone into something as a couple, whether it be family, finances, whatever, and we have been all on the same page, and we're finally seeing those results, so we can celebrate now. So this month, you are going to appreciate yourself. You're going to find your hidden talents. You're going to find you have more confidence. Archangel Michael is here with the courage and the strength and the fortitude to be able to move forward in these big shifts that are going to happen. You'll find that maybe you're spending some money on your face today, maybe this month, maybe we've got a new title this month. Something about how the world sees you is going to be new. We've got Bridget again, as I did at the last time, just saying, taking caution. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater just because you're having a bad day. Like I said, maybe you need to shut down for 2 days, shut the world out. You are going to feel better after that time of isolation. We've got the Patience card again here. So if you get some negative news on something that you're working on and you're really passionate about it and you're feeling really good about it, and then you get a bit of bad news like, you know, someone won't be turning up, or, you know, you've been left to dry out, it's only a moment, because somebody else will step in, or you will be able to find an alternative that will work for you better. Vanessa says you are powerful and you are strong, which is wonderful. It goes with the whole message this month, Taurus, where you are really stepping into this confidence. Now, for a long time, you've had insecurity that's nudged with the Taurus, but something this month is going to make you feel like you hit the jackpot. You are progressing and improving and doing so well, and it's going to be obvious to everybody else around you. Now we're going to look on to Gemini. Gemini, there's some endings this month, you know, with these big shifts, with the eclipse, and it's going to be emotional for you. And just remember, when things are taken away, it starts off as chaotic, it starts off as overwhelming, but then through the course of that, you find out, oh, you know, that's why it had to happen, because I got something better, or a better situation, whatever that is for you. So you are ending some cycles this month. And this is going to, so things happen on a natural conclusion and natural end. So it's actually time for this to end. It's time to move forward, whether you've been holding on to it, Gemini, for a long time, because, you know, the unknown. It's better to know the devil that you have rather than the unknown. That's just the way that it is. So Gemini, this month, you're going to have to let something go. And just understand that that's because it's the natural conclusion. We're on to the next leg here. Also nudging to the karmas that are coming up shortly. Some people will feel that right on time, earlier, or even in January. I've had customers with that. So letting go of something karmic is the issue here. You just got to go with it, because karma is going to put you in the right place. If you come off the road, they're going to push you back into the right way with the right ingredients, the right people, and everything that you need to be able to move forward. So Gemini, you're also going to be looking at your psychological self and what is beneath the surface from your childhood. Now, this could be hereditary diseases, this could be anything psychological, anything to do with triggers for phobias, fears, habits, any of those things as well. So this would be a good time to get some psychological help. If you want to book in with me, use the link below. But there's, as always, my free hypnosis on my channel under playlist guided meditation. Good time for you, Gemini, this month to be able to listen to it, because if you can go through it this month, then you can permanently let go of those things. Okay, so do watch Sun, Moon and Rising. I've got 2 of the same cards as I already have had this month for the other 2 signs. You might also find that there's some unexpected expenses. Now, with your career, study and finance having the 10 Swords here. This is an unexpected truth which comes with an unexpected payout. So you're going to have to put money into this. Some of you might find that you have been suddenly let go. Some of you might find that someone has thrown you under the bus. This person's not bleeding, but they're down and out. It's like they've been shot with the 10 swords and they're down and out. Now this could be a burnout, and this can also be, you found out who your friends are. You found out what the situation is, and it's flat out laid you out on that. Now, you're not dead and gone, but it feels that way, and it feels very heavy for you. On your family, residents, flatmates, heritage, we have the Death card. So this is a new awakening. Like I said, we're leaving things from the past, psychological or anything to do with that, and we're dealing with it this month. There's going to be some information out this month which will help you with that puzzle in your mind to be able to connect where it is, your triggers, and how it affects you, and you are going to be able to make that change this month to be able to move forward in a stronger way. In terms of moving, this is moving. So I'm moving in with some new people, someone's moved out, because this is a travel card. We go from one and we're going into another. This is also about being released from those chains, finding that freedom. So if it's a psychological thing, if it's I've been staying with my job even though I hate it, if you get a sudden let go and things like that, you actually will have a sigh of relief because it's mentally exhausting. It's taking all your time. It's bringing you down. When you're mentally bringing down, you're burning out. Your body will be affected as well. This is also about stepping out of your comfort zone, and you'll find that that is where you are going to flourish. When it comes to your health, we do have the Tower card, major arcana card, about a major incident, major disaster, major health moment that is going to affect you this month. Now, it may be approximately in the first 10 days of the month for a lot of you, but for others, it could be the end. Now, the card that came with that is the Knight of Cups. So with this, now this could be an accident. This could be, this one here, sudden breakdown, sudden collapse, sudden drop in some way. For others, this is burning. So this could be chest pain. This could be, again, like if we've had a meltdown or a burnout, everything's just fizzled in here. The Knight of Cups says that expect help to be able to get you to be more emotionally stable through this recovery time. It is a hard time for you, but through this, you're going to have techniques to be able to help you with any triggers that come up along the way. Lastly, we have the Strength card, which is your relationship zone, another major arcana card. So some of you Geminis are going to get a divorce, and this is a long time coming. I would say for some of you, if it was 2003 or 4, then this is very much coming to an end here. If this is something over the last, say, 18 months to 2 years, then this is also in that same place. For others, this is about talking with my partner about what the major things are and who plays what in responsibility, who is power control, are we on the same level, where is one getting more than the other, and for our future to be more stable, for our future to be something we are both looking for, we're both stable, we're both looking in the same direction. Our conversation needs to be had. This is for committed couples. Those of you that are single will meet a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. Heaviness on the Leo, and this is someone that's quite karmic. Now this person will be able, and you'll know when you meet them, because this person's going to make you feel calm. This person's going to make you feel like you've known them for a while. You could end up talking for hours. They seem to just they just seem to know you, and being around this person, being in this person's aura, you just feel relaxed, you feel excited, you feel better than you have before. And so this is really exciting news. Now it might go quite quickly, but just remember, go slowly, be excited. It is a winner and it is going to be great. Don't get carried away too fast. So just go with the flow and let things happen naturally. We do have Brigitte. She's come out with all of the signs so far. It's about taking caution. So if there's a moment here where it's in your work or in your health where there's a sudden disaster, a sudden overwhelming emotion going on with a situation, it's saying, take caution. Also, in advance, taking caution. So remedy is the best course for prevention. So if you know this is coming up, don't be surprised. You'll be able to handle it better. Or, frequently when something happens, we panic. So for an example, I saw someone the other day who I've read for a while, and in the past, when something would go wrong, small or large, they would panic and have a breakdown or completely lose it and, need a reading. And through that course, we've worked. So now if a drama happens, we respond reasonably, logically, and immediately put things into place to be able to fix the situation without panicking. And it's worked beautifully. So we're asking ourselves to do that. Don't panic. Try and look at this logically and reasonably. Is this outside of my control? What can I do to help the situation rather than just sitting there and panicking? Patience is saying you need to look around, you need to research, you need to look into things. Now, with this health thing, for a small select few of you, this is connected to your heritage, to your own family members, so it could be carried on down. Isaiah, coming to an end, a natural conclusion of something that we have started. Those of you that are starting the pregnancy journey, you might just be starting that journey, or you might be at the end of that journey. But any kind of project, anything that we've been working on is coming to an end now, or it's just starting and you need to find that support to push you through. Rochelle says, and this is air signs, Rochelle says, look, keep your mind solid, keep your creativity, don't take your eyes off the prize, be powerful, push through, don't take no for an answer. So now we're going to go on to Cancer. Cancer, social time for you this month, finding freedom, being more relaxed, getting out socially, and these networks, these people that you are out with and around will benefit you in some way. Now, for some of you, it will be leading on to a financial thing, so whether it be a job or a really good place to get a loan, or anywhere where you can get help financially, it will be passed on by name or passed on by an associate to tell you this. For others, this might be about employment. This also might be about, love as well. So socially, this is going to be a good month for you. And listen and enjoy and don't be shy. Put yourself out there. This is also a time for you to be incredibly creative, because the work you do this month is going to come back tenfold for you later. So if you wake up in the middle of the night, write it down. If you're anytime you catch a thought in your head and it's creative, just write it down and build on that, because what you build will come back more. Communication, creativity in your local area or even online is going to bring you together with like-minded people and places and ways and places for you to be able to benefit through those connections. Do watch your sun, moon and rising this month, because some of these cards are the same. All right, with your career, study and finance, we do have the 8 of Wands. Now, some of you will find that you're on the same page with your employer, or the employer is telling you about the direction that things are going for you personally or for the company, and telling you this information so that you feel stable and you feel supported, that you are part of the team in the long run. For others, this is about hearing news from, anything financial, that things are going to go forward. There is going to be a delay of some sort here. In our home, we have the 5 of Wands. So, this is your home, residence, flatmates, anything to do with that. There is a squabble amongst some siblings and family this month, or flatmates. And it's about not showing up, not doing your share, picking sides. And there's an irritable tension building. Could be close to the eclipse, so the 5th, 6th, depending on where you are, or it might hit you just after, like 4 days after or something like that. But there is some tension here, and it's riling, and it will come, it may not come to blows, but it's going to be loud for those that are arguing. Now, if this is to do with the finances and family, then it seems like whether it be wills, where I'm going to put my money, or who's going to pay for the family meal, or anything, there's discussions, arguments, people don't want to take responsibility. I did this last time, I'm always doing it. So there is going to be sides, and you'll be asked to be involved in this. Archangel Michael is the head of the deck, and we've also got Archangel Uriel. So this one's about emotions. This is about the life's journey. They are here with you this month. And with Archangel being the emotional one this month, it's about when you're out socially, for some of you, when you're out socially, it might dawn on you that there's something social that you never realized was a part. So for example, if someone's been in a very close, solemn life through their life, and they go out socially and they find, hang on a minute, I thought that was always the way that everybody acted, but now that I'm out with other people, I realize actually that's not the way that it is. And so it's going to change a shift in your own mind, which again, when we change perspective in our own mind emotionally, that's going to make some changes. The other way this can go as well is that when we are out with friends and we're socializing, and we have an emotional, maybe someone does something really nice for you and they're not family. And it touches your heart, because if there's issues going on with the family, which there will be, it makes you feel like someone not of my blood has gone out of their way to help me, and that really touches me. It makes me feel a little bit emotional, and I'm really grateful for that. Layla is saying, look at yourself in the mirror. Where can I change things that are in my control, and where can I not change things that are outside my control, Cancer? Also, what am I going to do in the future? And this is like a 9-month plan or a 6 to 9 month plan. What we're thinking, what we're producing, what we say, what we create will come to flourish and be high by the end of the 6 to 9 months. Aurora says it doesn't matter who's yapping, who's calling names, if there's a bit of jealousy, a little bit of gossip, anything to do with that. It might bring you down mentally, but to remind you that these are your talents. This is what you're good at. This is you putting in that hard work. You deserve this, so just ignore the naysayers with that. With our health, we do have the 2 of Cups. So emotionally, we're finding a way to stabilize ourselves through conversation with somebody else, and it's working on our self-esteem. For others, this is finding ourselves a combination or committing to a way that we can get our health better in the future, and this will emotionally keep us more stable. Second house is throat, ears, lower lip, jaw, base of brain, cerebellum, cervical, spine, neck, and thyroid. So something that you're committing to will help you in that process, and it will also, whichever one that is, might be, letting off a level in your body that makes you have anxiety, or make you have a troubled mind, or it's causing stress for you. So by addressing the situation, you're going to find that emotionally you feel better, and mind-wise you feel clearer and you feel stronger. When it comes to your love, we do have the Page of Wands. Now this is someone who's passionate. So if you're single, someone who's passionate, someone who works in some sort of leadership or wears a uniform, is in charge of something. Now, this person is different culturally or comes from a different area than you. This person is, very much putting all their interest in you. There's no way you can, not notice this person because they're throwing everything that they have at you. Now, this is for couples, newly established couples. Then this is about, look, we're planning what our future looks like. We're planning on what movement forward looks like. We might be going on travel. We might be on our travels. But there's something passionate here. This person is very excited. And this person feels very honored to have you on their arm. So this is, fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Those of you that are in a relationship, it's about my home, our relationship, what's moving forward, but our home as well. Why are we looking abroad? Why are we looking about moving? Why are we looking about how we, maybe, we live apart because of immigration, because of our job, whatever, coming together in the one place, or us as a couple, we are shifting, we are moving. Okay, we are going on to Leo. Okay, so Leo, in terms of your career, study and finance, you're going to find that you have to move the way that you think. So if there's any fear involved, if there's any way that you, so if you feel like things are outside of your control, there's nothing you can do about that. So don't focus, don't fix on that. You've got to move outside the square and see how you can change things, what is in your control to be able to move forward and have that flourish. This is also about my salary. So we might find that the job we went for is not actually what we thought it was, or that we missed out. For others, this is I went to get a loan of some sort, and it's taking time and it's not an absolute yes yet, so we're stressing about that, but you will get a yes in the end. Study, career, finance, we do have the Ace of Wands. Now this is in terms of business or anything that is a hobby that we get asking for money or putting money in. This is saying that this is something you're very passionate about, you've got the right timing, you've got the right money, this is for you to be able to move forward. There is going to have to be a change though. There's going to be a sudden shift or a sudden amendment that has to be made mid-month or somewhere close to that, where you have to do that before you can move on. So everything's smooth sailing, then there's an issue, we have to amend it, we have to change it, there has to be something done to it for us to progress moving forward. If you're looking for a job, you'll get a job. Anything that you put in creativity this month is going to be very well welcomed by other people. When it comes to our family, our residents, our flatmates, our landlord. Now, if it comes to landlords and flatmates, look, you might find that there has been a step over the privacy issue. There might be someone who is ignoring the rules. There might be someone who hasn't paid their share or is not doing what is their responsibility to do. In terms of family, we might find that someone this month is showing their true colours, or they've always been this way, and there's a selfishness and an entitlement about this person. Now, this will come out in a conversation where we are talking about our parents, specifically our mum, for a lot of you. And through this, you're going to see someone's true colours, or you're not surprised because this person's always being selfish, always entitled, will always think of themselves first and wants the largest share. So something this month is going to strike that values, morals and principles that you have. Now, you may also feel insecure and feel not worthy and feel not good enough through this conversation. When it comes to your house, we have the Judgment card. Now, this is about making a change. Now, through this month, you might have some sort of crisis or chaos that makes you change what you're doing. It might be a lucky escape. It might be a warning. It might be that final nudge. You knew your house wasn't good, Leo. Or you've been waiting a really, really, really long time for a specialist of some sort. So there is good news. This is time for you. This is the best time for you to get rid of any phobias, fears, psychological issues, anything to do with that. This is also about a slight nod to family as well. So if it's something that's related to what's handed down from parents, you'll get good news on that as well. This is a transition part. A bit from poor health to good health, but there's something that is going to trigger it. In our love, we have the Sun card, Major Arcana card for you, Leo. This is meeting someone karmic. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this month you're going to find unexpectedly, you may be working towards it for some of you, but it feels more like a surprise, something big that we can grow on. And if it's about, asking for a loan or getting money from family, it's about, building on our future with that. But something this month is karmic, something to celebrate, something really good coming out of this. Those that are single, this is Aries, Sagittarius or Leo, and this person just turns up and then suddenly they're there and it's overwhelming. So this could be a very, very fast relationship, Leo. Now, when it comes to any bills that you have, or if you get any kind of contracts to do with any government or anything, like that, we will be discussing exact terms, conditions, and payment with that this month. And this is something that's going to be throughout the whole month, up and down, up and down. You'll finally land on the way that you want it to go, and this might change your tax status financially, so you're earning, above what you used to. Also, if we're having any disagreements with someone about value or about what they put in versus what you put in. I feel like there is a little bit of secrecy around that. I feel like something a little bit dodgy around that. And it's all down to research, looking over things again. Something you've missed is sitting there. Okay, so our loved one that's passed, very much I feel it is a female for a lot of you. But for some reason I'm feeling like this is a... lost my train of thought. So for some of you, I feel like it's your mother. Anyway, we've got the start and natural conclusion. So we're either coming to the end of something and being able to celebrate that. If this is in terms of our health, we've got that good news. We're at the end of that cycle and we're getting that positivity that we wanted. If we're just starting off, like I said, we're getting contracts, we're putting things out there, we're getting things sorted, then this is about I'm starting that journey and I've got that support that I wanted. Again, if we're talking about family and wills and things like that or anything to do with that, then this is... natural conclusion coming, and we are going to have to get together. We are going to have to be a whole unit to be able to make this through. Merlin's just saying what I said before, and it's about looking at the fine details. You've missed something, go back. Someone has a bit of secrecy. Someone is a little bit dodgy. So you will be able to find it. You'll be able to see it if you just go back over the paperwork yourself. So now we're going on to... Now we're going on to Virgo. Virgo, we're looking overseas. We're looking at how we can travel. We're looking at what we can learn, what we can teach that will expand our greatest hopes and dreams. So these are stepping blocks. These are things that will really be important for our end goal. This month, Virgo, it is about finding your natural rhythm. It's about avoiding things that aren't natural for you just because you're doing them just because it's part of the regime. But you'd get better results doing something that is more natural for you, and you'll be able to figure that out. So you can adjust something to be more natural for you. You could seek advice and learn different techniques, or you're teaching to others. This is also leading to a new title, a new way of looking, and a new way of living. Some of you, this is psychological or religious, and so dealing with something this month that's going to come up is going to be able to clear your intentions, mindset, and if you manifest it, and if you say it and put it out in the universe. Virgo, this month you can make magic happen. You can say, this is what I need, this is what I want, I just need this to happen, because you've had a really slow patch. Virgo, you've had a couple of knockbacks in the last 8 months, which have really taken a toll on you emotionally. So this is an emotional month. So whatever pushes it this month is going to help you to be able to feel like you are in a natural rhythm and that you can make magic happen. So some of you might be manifesting a travel. Some of you might be learning something new and wanting to get in, or, you know, I need to get my exam and I need to finish. So making the magic happen. Okay, so financially, we're feeling stuck. We're feeling tied up. So those of you Virgos, there might be some financial struggle this month. Could be before the 10th, roundabouts. But this is about feeling trapped financially, feeling like you're dependent on others, feeling like you can't see a way out, your hands are tied, and you are stuck in this emotional armor that you've put around yourself to protect you. This is draining. This is hard. Maybe you feel like you're just not getting above. Maybe you feel like you're not getting some support from who you are dependent on, or for those that should be, or you're just not feeling the love this month financially or at work. Now, to turn that around, we've got to look at taking off the mindset. Have that courage. Set that intention. Learning things, teaching things is the way to push through this, and for you to be able to be less dependent on others. In home, we're feeling a little bit ignored. We're feeling a little bit lonely. We're feeling a little bit isolated. We're feeling like we don't have anyone to depend on. Also, financially, you may feel like a burden to others. You're feeling like, not handicapped, that's the wrong word. I'm feeling like I'm not able to be my full self and, you know, go to work, do what I need to do and all those things, because family-wise or flatmate-wise, you're not feeling the love. You're feeling completely locked out, isolated. People aren't understanding you. Maybe you're very broke this month, but it's a hard time for you. For some of you, you might find that there's unexpected payment that will need to go out in concerns to your rent or home that you weren't expecting, so it makes you worry about what the rent that's due next. In your house, we've got the World card. This is the way, natural conclusion coming to an end. You've had some difficulties with your health. You've had some setbacks. Things have been very slow, Virgo, for the last, say, 18 months. This is saying it's come to a natural conclusion. This is saying that, with the psychological shift, with being able to find a natural rhythm, setting that intention, focusing only what you're good at, ignoring the naysayers, doing things your own way. You're going to find health-wise that it's all at an end for you. You're going to be able to really become strong again. This is a major arcana card, major turning point. Then with our love, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, now the major arcana card, and especially with all this karma going on. If you are single, this is meeting someone who is Taurus, Aquarius, Virgo, or Capricorn. So this is meeting someone new. Now this person may be in a leadership position or working for government or higher up in an organisation. Those that are in a relationship, we're going on the next level. Now some of you feel like this is a major risk. You feel like, I don't know. Or if you're nervous that this may not happen, again, say it out loud, set this as your intention. Magic will happen for you this month. So if you need the money, if you need to be there, if you need this, it can happen. You just got to say it out loud. Magic will happen for you this month. Be careful with risks when it comes to finances. Now Caressa is going with this card, which is saying we're at the end of the cycle now, and so just call on the angels and make that magic happen. Archangel Raphael's there to help you heal with your health. And like I said, so this person's on crutches, so it could be a leg, it could be a knee, it could be an ankle, or it's just representing illness itself. So we feel that way, or again, we're feeling a burden on those around us. So we are going to deal with that this month by getting help, by doing and learning the new techniques that can help you go above and beyond, Virgo. We also have movement, so people coming in, people moving out, going on your own way. This new movement is going to bring in new energy, make things feel more loving and more open and more welcoming. But I also want to say, with this situation here, we're feeling unloved, isolated, and a burden, and then there's new energy here. So what with the eclipse, I'm feeling like there will be some sort of chaos or crisis leading up. And through this explosion or through this sit down or through this confrontation, you're going to find that you're able to clear the air. Everyone knows their intentions. Everybody knows, what's what and who feels this way and who feels that way. And we're going to be able to be more respectful towards each other, being more caring and empathizing with each other. Are you opening up and saying, this is how I feel, or are you just being an asshole? I mean, that's it. You can't just be an asshole and then expect people to feel sorry for you, or is someone doing that to you? Because somewhere along here you feel like you're relying and you feel isolated and you feel like you're a burden. Lastly, Zana, your home is safe, so don't worry about it. So if this is about finances, am I going to get my rent paid? Am I going to get thrown out? Someone's crossing over, the borders here, not following the rules. There's that issue there, Virgo. So now we're going on to Libra. Libra, something happens this month for you, with your partner. For some of you, where you are letting go of that burden, it's coming to an end, we're separating, we're filing for a divorce, we're on our last day, we're in the negotiations part, and this is going to be finished. It will not be as simple as you think it will be. It'll either start off with a bit of an argument or crisis, and then it will end peacefully, or it will start peacefully, major thing in the middle, big gap, then we sort things out. So it will be sorted out. It's just that there's going to be some sort of blow up in the middle. This is also about as you do that, you're shedding this baggage, you're shedding this layer of skin, and just like a snake, you shed it, and you're glowing, glistening, and if we're shedding baggage, life is easier. We feel relief, we feel a bit of freedom as we're moving forward in the next phase of our life. This is also about new wisdom and forward thinking now that you've got things in control. So anybody with investments, passive income, or even with their employer, this is about having this information, these ideas, and putting it forth and finding that this is a receptive time. You might find, though, for some of you, that you get such a good response and it sounds like it's going to happen straight away, but there will be a pause. Things will be put back on the back burner for a little while here. Do not let it get you down, because, Libra, it is going to go forward. For some of you, you might have some accusations from co-workers and or bosses or anyone that you're relying on money for. They might be saying, well, you had more money than I thought you did, so I've given you too much and overpaid you. Or where were you? Why aren't you doing this? Or a co-worker, that person did that. Whether it's true or not, doesn't matter. Accusations are going to fly. Now, others, you're going to find through a conversation you're on the same page as those that you work with. And because of that, you find a balance, a natural balance now, which will actually benefit the whole team or yourself in the near future. So if we're doing passive income or investing, anything we put money in there now, the information that we hear to be able to point forward, go with that's going to help you. At home, with our flatmates, with our landlord, with our family or our heritage, we've come to an agreement here, and if we've hurt someone's feelings where it comes to tenants or flatmates, if we've hurt each other's feelings in some way and feeling insecure or feeling worried or anxious or not valuable in this, flatmate situation, then you're going to come to some sort of emotional agreement this month, which will be solid, and it may start off with an argument first. We sit down, we agree, we decide that that we've made an agreement, things are going to be okay. When it comes to family, you might find that there's an emotional support from someone not usually giving it, so unlikely source. For others, this is news coming about the house that we're moving into, news coming about the loan coming through that's going to benefit us, the family. Okay, Page of Wands is saying with your health, you've got to get creative. You're going to be trying different techniques from different areas, so cultural, maybe we're trying, herbal medications or hot yoga or saunas or, something different and creative that we're going to try this month. And you're actually going to really like it. You're going to find, for some of you, that you're a lot more dehydrated than you actually thought you were. And a slight change there is going to help you with that. The other thing is movement. We've got to be creative with our movement, doing things that we enjoy. So hiking, playing ball games with people that we, our friends, our family, whoever. And so you're still getting that exercise in, but you're doing it in an enjoyable way. Now, for some of you, this is about I'm feeling inflammation or burning somewhere up through the spine and down the back of my thighs. It could be one side of the thigh or it could be both sides. That is a feeling that you will get this month. Now, when it comes to relationships, those that are single or newly dating, there's going to be some, missed phone calls, didn't turn up, disagreements, just petty stuff, and it might be for the whole month. Three occasions this month, or a couple, and then we sort it out, and then everything's going to be fine. There's a feeling around this of someone blowing up something that's it's really trivial, but they got a dog with a bone, they're not letting that go, and it's silly, and it's like, what? Why are you doing that? It's just silly. Why is this so important? Like, you're going to ruin the whole relationship over this? Like something really silly, and that's it, dumped you. Don't talk to you for a week. There's this back and forth thing. Those of you that are in a relationship, long-term relationship, look, we're thinking about what our future is going to look like, and then all of a sudden, something outside of our control has affected that decision. So we're going to sit down, and we're going to figure out what our plan is. Now, the plans are not exactly matching eye to eye. Or we have the plan, we are matching eye to eye, but we can't figure out how we're going to do it. It's almost like asking for the impossible to happen, but if two heads better than one, sit there, research, look around you, and you'll find that step by step you'll be able to cover all of those. So with our Dora and Richie messages from the angels. Now, if some of you had that accusations from your bosses, you might find that you'll either quit or they will, either put you on a stand down or let you go. Or make you, a casual, not a permanent, something like that. Okay, Chantel says new or reignited love for you this month. That might be why there's some disagreements here. Teresa's saying that you might be feeling very sore on the chest, shoulders, or back, or just feeling really tired, soul tired, and needing a break. Layla says you have to think about yourself and looking forward. Now, this is a 6 to 9 month thing that you either set off at the end of April or the beginning of this month, and this is your personal ideas, not sharing this with somebody else. This is your personal ideas. Over this next 6 to 9 months, you will see that flourish, but you've got to have that forward thinking. You've got to put the actions in. Aurora says that there may be some gossip around you. There may be some people that are really rooting for you to fall. Fly above it. It's going to be fine. You're not going to have an issue at all. All right, on to Scorpio. I think that if you get out and be social or commit to, conference, being part of a group, checking out what your rights are in a forum, or finding out what the details are to be able to get a contract sorted. Anything to do with that and online or part of a group and looking for help, you're going to find that's really going to help you. So whether this be, on a loan, on a job, or on any kind of services that are available that you just didn't know about and you don't know where to start, so you just get on a forum and say, hey, does anybody know? And you're going to find that's going to help you there. Because Libra, this is a time where you're going to find that you have forward thinking. This is a time when you're going to feel like you are getting rid of some baggage and some worries that you've had, because you find out through this forum or these people, these phone calls that you make, that there is another way. So some of that is going to disappear. I'm just going to put a new one on. Sorry, we're talking about Scorpio. Scorpio, not Libra. Okay, lovely. Scorpio, not Libra. So we are looking at what our legal rights are. We're looking at our contracts, and we're getting someone to look at it for us. Now, if this is about getting a job, then put it out everywhere. Ask for help to make the CV better. Ask your friends. Ask people that you used to work with. Put it out there and you'll find that it'll come back nicely for you. King of Wands in your career, study, or finance. The King of Wands is saying, okay, so I'm going to look over or reflect something that has happened recently, and it's going to be okay. But there is someone that's in the boss's ear. It could be either for you or against you. But regardless, it will go in your favour. The boss will reflect on this and put it in your favour at the end of that. If it is about bank management, anything to do with debt, anything like that in university, anyone, career, study or finance that's leading that, and we're worried if we're going to get the loan, or we're worried because we need to pay money back, it's going to be okay, because we've got the King of Swords here. And this is about a resolution to something that we've been worried about. And another way that this King of Swords is coming out is that through the family home or the residence that we live in, whether you live on your own, and this is with your landlord or your neighbours, or whether we live with a flatmate or with family, this card is saying that there is a resolution to something that's been an issue, and that information will come through you soon. Now, I feel like it's more of a message or something online, and that will be the cataclysmic events to be able to push through and make this better for you, because it is going to resolve. When it comes to your health, we've got the Hierophant card. Now, some of you Scorpios are agreeing to, with a specialist, in a way to be able to find that balance. So maybe body-wise, we're a bit off. The fifth house is heart, spine, sides of the body, and the upper back. So anywhere where there's been an imbalance there, anywhere there where there's been, we've tried something twice before, or this is the second half of that. This is a major arcana card, so this is really good. This is a major change in our health to be able to push ourselves forward, to be able to get what it is that we want. So this is there. Now, for this, I feel like there's 3. So if you're on the second, then there's 1 more. If you've just started, then it's a 3-pronged approach. When it comes to our love, we've got exes reappearing, or we are going down memory lane with our partner. Now, if you are single, this is with a water sign, and this could be someone that you've met before or reminds you of someone that you've gone out with before. You'll have fun with this person and feel younger and feel more naive, and just enjoy life as it is. Those of you that are in a relationship, it could be an anniversary that you're celebrating, or that you're getting photos out and making a collage, or a photo album, or a slideshow, or something like that. We're putting our past out there, going over our past. For a small select few of you, this could be finding some information through friends, and it sparks a thought about something that you fleetingly had before, but this information's come forward, so you're looking through past social media posts or something of the like, and it will inspire for you to be able to look further into it. The cookie drops, and you understand that's what that was. So it's going to open something that's happened before, that you've heard from recently, that makes you stop and take notice and then look further into it. We're also signing some contracts, Scorpio, on for you to be able to reach more or do more. So if this is about social media, if this is about, advertising, anything that reaches a lot of people, or anything that's online, or looking after a group, whether it be charity or whether it be an established group, whatever it is, you might find that you're signing a contract for that, or paying a fee of some sort. Adriana says, I'm leading you towards the answer of your prayers. Please do not worry. Your loved one, child, someone very young that's passed away, either your child or a sibling, or a very, very close friend or cousin or someone, is here with you, helping you through this time, because your health is in a major arcana card, and also this worry that you have around about your home as well. It's okay. We're leading you towards the answer. It's going to be fine. Francesca says, anytime that we're feeling blue, talk to those around us that can give us some information, and it will have an enlightenment for you to be able to see what to do next. So now we're going on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, through your work and health this month, especially your routine, there's going to have to be a change here. Now, this will be forced on you through the first week or fortnight of May. And what's going to help here is, just crossing this off so I didn't get myself confused. It's a way for you to efficiently move forward. It's a way for you to get more done with less effort, or be able to almost do double. So if I'm pairing up with somebody else, we can do the whole 24-hour thing. If I sit down and spend an hour on this, then that's going to cut down the job that I'm going to have by half. So you'll be able to find a more efficient way to move forward, and not to waste energy on things that aren't working for you. Only put the energy towards things that are working for you, that benefit you. We might feel like we're spinning and turning around in circles and circles and circles. It's because you keep trying to do the same thing. It doesn't benefit you. You're not good at it. It's not helping you. So put the energy into that which you are good at, that does help you, that does benefit you, and you'll find it sufficient. You'll find that it's the way for you to go. Now, when it comes to your health, seeking another, there's no point worrying about money that I've spent, or this person said that. With your health, go and find a specialist, ask some friends, look at reviews, find someone, and just get the bare basics, the fundamental that you need to do for your health. And you will find that that energy that you put in that will really make a dramatic change in your health. Okay, in our career, study and finance, we do have the our employer, or our passive income, or our investments. We have information coming that puts us moving forward. It helps us gain. It's also going to find out where you've got bits of cash that are available that you didn't realize that there were. So follow that. We do have the Sun card, Major Arcana card. So something in our home is new. Maybe we have friends and family, or the younger children in our younger people in our life off to tour the world, starting a pregnancy, getting married, or even neighbourhood. There's something wonderful around the home to settle. Now, for some of you, it's I got the loan to be able to buy a house, and that's big. So that's where that's coming in. But something around the home, it's going to be big, it's going to change things, and it's actually really, really positive, and it's something that we can grow on to make more in the future. With our health, we do have the Ace of Wands. Look, we're very passionate about the way we look. We're going to put the energy in it this month, put some money in, put some energy in. You might find that you get a gift or a freebie or 50% off some kind of service, health and service that can be able to really make you feel, more attractive, more energy, feeling stronger, feeling more alert. With your love, we've got the Five of Swords here, Sagittarius. Look, someone's feeling unappreciated, feeling like they've been tricked, or someone's been greedy. This is also about lying. So when we omit something, it's still a lie. A lot of people think that way. It'll get caught out in a lie, found out that they've still been talking to an ex, or baby mama, or still got connection with someone from the past as well. So in relationships this month, there's going to be a disconnect, and there's going to be some guilt. There's going to be some ideas that there might have been some tricking, feeling used, or some sort of betrayal with that. Okay, on our way to Sagittarius. Okay, so any kind of habits, hobbies, any projects, any sports, anything that we can go out and have fun with, including dating, that is going to be something that's, important and highlighted this month. We might find that it's a religious group, a cultural group, a travel group, someone from afar. So someone different from overseas, or different culture, different way of thinking. This is somewhere where you're going to meet someone, or that person has that effect on you where you can see things differently. So you'll find that you aren't as anxious, whether it's techniques or way the people's mindset is, and they say that and it connects with you. You think, okay, I understand that. I can't fix things outside of my control, so there's no point me sitting here being anxious for the next month because I don't make the decision. I can't make it go any faster. I can only do it this way. Maybe they'll give you a way to do a breathing exercise to stop being anxious. Maybe they'll say, hey, look, take this vitamin. This will make you feel better. Put your feet in some mustard and hot water and get rid of some migraines. That kind of thing. It's also going to feel relief as possible, feeling more positive, and not just feeling more positive, but believing that you have a bright future. Now, it could be really good results because 9 is teaching. So I've done a project, I've got my results, and I'm relieved. This help that I got someone really made a difference, made it easier for me to understand, made it easier for me to get it done. Lastly, dating habits. Anything that I do that is psychologically grown up with, that's my way I propel myself through the world. It's the way I look at any relationship, whether it be with food, money, love, work, friends, whatever. So anything psychologically that there's going to be something highlighting that this month, that you need to make a change. And with that change, you're going to get better results. Like I said, you're not going to be as anxious. You're going to see that you do have a bright future. You're going to see that there is relief there. Okay, so for some of you with your health, we've got the Devil card, and this is about overeating, taking drugs, not looking after myself, not getting enough sleep, or really strong depression or anxiety, or feeling really low. And with that, it comes with the King of Cups. So this is emotional attachment to our parents, emotional attachment to a partner. Someone has made us feel very, very, very emotional, and this is how we're dealing with that. Now, again, like I said, with the psychological, this could be hitting rock bottom, or again, with the people that I meet, showing me different techniques to help me through this depressive time. This King of Cups is an authority on an emotional matter, or giving you tips to be able to control yourself. Remember, what I can control, I can deal with. What I can't control, I have to let go. to find that relief to be able to move forward. With our career, study and finance, we're deciding between two jobs, two ways to go financially. Some of us are deciding, do I pay my rent or do I buy my food? Somewhere there we're balancing money, we're balancing our morals, values, and deciding what works best for me. Now, for some of you, it's my cross off my line and I have to quit. Some of you, it's okay, I've got two jobs to choose from. Somewhere financially, career, study, and finance, we're juggling something up. Now, if this is about something new that you've started, you might be juggling the funds to get it out there. If this is about a situation that is difficult, we're trying to keep this one happy and this one happy and getting it done at the same time. It is a karmic time. There's an issue here about insecurity. What if I make the wrong decision? What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm a fraud? You know, when you get a job that's higher than what you used to do, a lot of people feel like, oh my God, I'm a bit of a fraud. But really, in reality, you are qualified, otherwise they wouldn't give you the job. So you just have to trust in yourself, put yourself out there, and fake it until you make it. Also, lastly, juggling work commitments, study commitments, home commitments, that kind of thing as well. At home, we have something to celebrate. Well done. That's wonderful for you. Something to celebrate. We've done our half. Now, walking away from, this is all psychological for you guys. In dating, this is about walking away from that which is no longer serving us. Our grieving process, or our, how hurt I've been in the past with past relationships, and something this month's helping you push past that to be able to move forward and open yourself up to a loving relationship. Some of you are walking away from a partnership. Now, this is with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So something will happen for you to be able to leave that negative emotion in the past, be able to move forward. There could be a massive, massive fight. And then I did the same thing that I always do, and I fucked up, and I don't know how to fix it. Well, maybe you're going to do something different and go, you know what? I need to work on myself. I know I've made a mistake. If you can forgive me, things will be better. It could be that kind of situation. With our Drawing Virtue messages from the angels, came out in two. So it's amazing because we did get the death card, the devil, and we got this, finding that emotional stability through the psychological change. So we've got Carissa saying that you're at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon the angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you. And that comes with Raphael, which is about our health. So it is going to be a major change for you. Whatever happens, it's a major change. You look at life differently, feel life differently, put yourself forward differently, and you're able to have that relief, and you're able to see that you have a positive future, and you can lose some of that anxiety. Akasha says trust your intuition, and when you do so, you might find that you're looking into, like I said, we're looking at things that are different culture, we're looking at different techniques, we're looking at religions, we're looking at psychological, and through that you're going to learn about yourself, and be different. Okay, now we're going on to Aquarius. Okay, so we are closing chapters, and there's going to be some radical shifts here. It's about the home or home history. Could be some grief involved here, or the people that are dependent on you, or you were dependent on them. So there's going to be a radical shift here, and we are going to be closing some chapters. Maybe we're going on to a new way of dealing with each other. Maybe people are moving. Maybe people have come to the idea that, owning their part in something, owning that there has been some abuse or some domineering or some power struggles or something like that. In terms of grief, you lost someone and it's been a while, and this month you're working through something and it's making you feel a little bit better, to open your heart again, or to be able to move a bit further on from grief. Grief never goes away, but something this month helps you. Now, it could be an anniversary. My son died in the 31st of May 2017, so this very much is for me Mother's Day first, and then died at the end of the month. So for me, you can see family, death, grief, finding ways to cope with that, moving better, feeling better. So if we're talking about that, then that's for that. So with family-wise, who are we dependent on? What is the family situational dynamic? Where is there being power struggles? Where can we make a change? What needs to happen? Because a radical shift does need to happen. And with that, you're closing chapters, closing cycles, closing things that have always been, and finally getting a resolution with that. Okay, the Emperor card was extra, came out, so I'm going to put that on the head of the whole thing. Now, the Emperor card is a major arcana card, and this is about dominance, this is about rules, this is accountability, this is about plans, this is about responsibility. It's also a 4 card. So it's about our heritage, our roots, and where we get our strength from, and you know, how we think and how we rule and how we live our daily life. Now, this card is saying there are some things from the past that will work their way through this month for that radical shift, for that chapter to end. So, you know, people say all the time, I want to change that trauma with me and I want to be a better parent, or I want to change that with me and not be an alcoholic or whatever, carrying on from the family trauma. So career, study and finance, we have the money, we have the offer, we have whatever it is that we need for a career, study, finance or university. Now if we're looking for a loan or looking to be able to put money somewhere, then we are looking here, but we are doing research. We're not going to jump to the first offer that's there, Aquarius. We are looking about how best to spend our money. Maybe we've got an inheritance, maybe we finally got some money paid back, maybe we've just had a brilliant month, and so we do have a bit of money. We're saying, well, where am I going to spend that money? What am I going to put it in that's best for me to get my money to grow? What am I going to do with that? It's also about financial stability. So what happens this month? You're going to get on a roll. You're going to get, so with these radical shifts, you're going to get on a roll. Money will be more frequent, more consistent. You know, getting paid back from a family member, but the money's there. Knight of Pentacles, we're looking out. Maybe we're looking at the family tree. Maybe we're putting money towards this, putting into, you know, family research, whatever, but there is someone here in the family looking out, looking over, and being prepared to protect themselves. So through this radical shift, through this change, through this closing chapter, we are protecting ourselves moving forward by all agreeing and putting the tangible, practical steps into place so that this doesn't happen again. When we come to our health, we do have the 8 of Pentacles. We are going to see, Aquarius, that which you put your energy, money and time into is going to start showing some results, but you can't finish it. You've got to finish it. There's a bit more that you need to do. The 8th house is bladder, genitals, sex organs, reproductive system, hemorrhoids, muscular system, hernias, rectum, prostate, trauma, and toxins. So maybe we're going to do a detox. Maybe we're going to spend some money on a colonic. Maybe we're going to go and get some Botox. Maybe we're going to go and get one of those IV things that flushes you through with minerals and vitamins, all that kind of stuff. We're putting money in. We have been putting effort into our health, but we've still got some more to go. Lastly, in our love and relationships, for some of you, relationship has been successful. It is coming to a time thing. And now we've decided, okay, well, with the success, where are we going next? And that's the question, and that's the answer for you. Through this eclipse, radical changes, closing chapters, and moving forward. Those of you that are single, you're feeling passionate. You're feeling ready to go out and do some dating, but you're not quite sure where, what, who. You know, your mind is open when it comes to that. Those in, you know, newly dating or just starting to see someone, you might find that you match with someone and feeling good, but you've been left on red or you've been ghosted. Don't worry, within 4 weeks, you'll hear from them again. So, drawing virtue messages from the angels, Aquarius, is okay, miraculous solutions appear. Don't take no for an answer. Grace and Antoinette says through this radical shift, through this closing chapter, you must listen to each other. You've got to try and be sympathetic and empathetic, because maybe they don't understand. Maybe they're yelling so much or so secluded and isolated that they're only thinking about themselves because it's so highlighted in their head because they're so bloody miserable. So listen, talk, communicate, have respect while this is going on. Our children. So maybe if we think about the good times, or again, also me missing my son, you know, having those thoughts, and my children are on my mind this month. This is also about spending some money for children this month as well. Crystal, have faith and hope. There's something on the other side of the horizon that you can't see yet. This is a good time for you. It's not negative. Okay, last one is Pisces. Pisces, new mindset, psychological shift, renews your energy and makes you feel stronger. Now, through this, you have to commit to doing that. You might find that as a legal case, it's finally come to an end, so you've got that communication. You might find that you're committed to something, it's changed your mindset, and you are using that in your everyday life. So, for example, you go and do a course, you've committed to it. Through that course, you've found that it's spoken to you mentally, and you incorporate some of that into your life, and it makes you more positive and makes your life better because of the way you look at your life now as a glass half full rather than glass half empty. Okay, so if we're worried about loss, being on our own, financially moving forward, and not having the support that we need, you're doing that needlessly. We've got the Justice card, Major Arcana card, who is bringing this decision in your favor. This is also about bringing balance to your career, study, and finance. This person's also, and this is a Major Arcana card, this is about accepting what has been said and given and then agreeing with that. But there is a balance here that needs to be done. With that card, we got the Six of Swords. So if we're talking about putting money into something that's physical, then this is, yes, we're going to do that. And there's a slow recovery, or we need to take it easy as we start moving on, because there's no powerboat. This is all done by hand. So it's by hand, going slower until we can recover. Same with, finances. So if we owe money, we'll find a way that we can slowly pay it back. When it comes to our home, we've got the Knight of Wands. Something's exciting. We're all excited about. We're all rushing and putting our energy, putting our money, and we're all putting ourselves behind it because it's fantastic for us as a family or as a. Me and my friend, we want to go and move in together, and we found this place. We rush in, put money down, and we get to move in pretty quickly, sort sales. This could be, as a family, someone's excited about something we're all excited about. We all support this person, and they are on the go. They are on their way. This is also about quick progress. This is also about feeling that relief when it comes to that. Nine of Pentacles is saying that you have put time and energy into this for the long-time health, but you do need to put a little bit more energy and a little bit more money in there. You are seeing results, but there needs to be more practical, tangible time put into this and some more money. Also getting results, so you'll get a phone call or a one-on-one to tell you, or even an email to tell you what things are now and what the plan is for the future. 9 is sciatic, liver, hips and thighs. And also healing by the mind as well. So again, a lot of people having the psychological shift this month. Not surprising with the karma, with the eclipses. But this is good for you, because I see that everything has relief on it. Finances, home, health, and even with love. Page of Swords says that you might meet someone slightly younger than you, unless you're in the age between, say, 18 and 28. Then this person would be younger than you. This person is an air sign. This person looks after themselves, puts effort into what they look like, how they approach, how people see them. This person is also going to give you a clarity shift, a change in your perspective. This person's energy just, you can spend hours with this person, it doesn't feel like it, oh my goodness, it's 11:30, we've been here for 4 hours. This person has a new way of seeing life, living life, and it's new to you, and you're adopting it yourself because it's contagious and it makes sense, and it's like, wow, that's so easy, I never thought of it that way. And when you do that, you're going to feel your life is better. Now, this person is someone that can be very important to you. Just leave yourself open up to it. Now, if this is a committed relationship, we're changing it up, we're doing something different, and we might shock our family and friends along the way. They're like, why? Well, because we want to, because us as a couple, we have lived, gone through the hard things, done our lessons, and together we've decided, nope, this is what we're going to do from now on, and poo-poo anyone that doesn't agree. So your Enduring Virtues messages from the angels. Also, some of you, small select few of you, might be having some disagreements with a cousin over money or some kind of legal or legality or contract. When, like I said, things will be okay. Don't stress too much. Fiona says, we know, we heard you, we know what you want, it's coming. Shh. Melina says, anything that's confusing, and this is psychological as well. When we look at this, we're going under the unconscious. Could be a couple of things. We've been being pulled here 4 different ways. Could be 4 different triggers that we get from one trauma. But if we look into it, if we go by layer, like archaeologists do. They go layer upon layer and they find the goods, they find the treasure. This is what you need to do this month. This is also saying if there's any kind of exploration that needs to do with our health or our genealogy, that this month it's best to do all 4 factors. Archangel Uriel's here with your emotional shifts, and Serena says there's abundance. So be kind to you, those you love, and from Jedi say, Jake, may the force be with you.